A wise man once said, opinions are like an anus. Everybody has one. But in my opinion, our shit don't stink. Back to you in the studio, Trevor. Sorry for the wait, but we're back again. It's your boys at the In My Opinion podcast.
Come on.
I'm your boy, Mr. Melinda the Fourth, aka Mr. Sukali.
Yeah, DT, aka designated driver, you know.
Come on.
And you know it's me, Uzi, aka...
Why you keep doing gun sound? I don't understand.
Yeah, I feel like it's bad
What's
for
your
our
problem?
brand.
Yeah,
It's
like,
bad
what's
for
all
our
this?
brand.
Bad,
People
it's
are
bad
going to think
for
we're
our
gang
image.
bang.
Yeah, man, just keep doing this.
It's not
Like,
gun sign,
you're big
man.
age,
It's
you're
not
still
gun
doing
yeah, man,
sign.
it's not no drill music video
Pew,
shoot,
pew.
man. Man's doing all
What do you
this,
mean,
fam.
pew, pew?
Pew,
Man's all
pew.
doing
Pew,
this.
pew. It's a chopper.
Yo.
I'm so done with you guys. Anyway, man, listen. Sorry for the wait. I know,
Yeah.
you know, people keep saying, why are we not doing every podcast episode every week?
It's because of Beyonce, that's why.
Okay, first of all, I feel attacked, because I don't see how it's my fault.
Beyonce's got a lot of commitments.
Yeah, too busy out here, man.
Listen, if
A
you
lot of
lot could move
commitments.
around your schedule to accommodate me, you know what I mean, then maybe we could,
Why are we gonna
pattern
do
you
What,
guys.
you mean recording that after midnight?
If that's what it takes, we can get artificial lighting.
Artificial lighting.
Just put one light there,
Not
one light
happening,
there.
mate.
You know
Not
what I mean? But anyway, guys,
Soon come.
we are back again. We will review it and we appreciate the feedback thus
No
far.
problem. Come.
Right now, what I want to understand is, my co-conspirators, how was your week been? Talk to me. I ain't
My
spoken
week-
to you guys for a bit.
What's happened this week? Work are still giving me problems.
Every day this
They're now
work.
removing me from where I'm comfortable, and they're throwing me where I'm not comfortable.
Putting him
anymore.
back on road.
On road,
That's where you
man.
belong.
That's
They called me into a meeting this week and they said basically
they sent you OT.
you belong to the streets. So
belong to this.
To the streets you return.
I gotta go back to the streets. So
Come on.
I've happily taken ownership of
Are they sending you OT?
OT.
Yeah.
No, KT.
Doing that OT bar.
Yeah, I'm going OT still, yeah. So I'm back in the field.
But you must get a lot of time to think while you're
do you think?
skirt driving around.
To be honest, that was why I don't like being by myself, man. And obviously driving by myself all the time is a lot, man. It's a lot.
See,
I don't like my
I think
own
that's
company.
the problem right there, you know. How's
do you
a
mean
man
that's a
afraid
problem?
of
His own
being
company.
one with his own thoughts? Yeah,
Because there's a lot of
exactly.
thoughts in it. Do you know what I mean?
But you know what he reminds me of?
What?
You know when they say a woman scorned?
Mm-hmm.
Those are the kind of women you don't leave alone with their thoughts.
What are you saying? I'm scorned?
I don't see why else you're scared to be left alone with your thoughts.
No, it's not.
What you be thinking
What you
about,
plotting?
bro?
What we-
Yeah, what you be thinking about?
All my problems, innit?
Or your,
I mean,
what
I
did you
don't like
call ops?
thinking
What did you
about my
call ops in Igbo? Was it-
Ajomadu.
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 Are you thinking
I
about
don't
your
think
Ajomadu?
about Ajomadu, innit? You know what I mean? I don't like that, innit?
Fair
So-
enough, man. Listen,
But
just
it is
call
what
me,
it
man.
is.
Call me,
Call you. You that's never available.
You know them ones
every
there?
Time every
It's
time I
so
call this
funny.
guy's like, oh, I'm about to go in a meeting. What's up?
Always
Why am I calling
going
you? You're
in
not
a meeting.
available,
At least
man.
I pick up.
Peppering
You're not-
people, fam.
Listen, do you know what I don't understand about my boys, yeah? First, they used to all get onto me that I don't
Pick up
phone
Should I be
calls.
rude in that?
I don't return phone calls. Now, when I pick, because my thing is this, right? And my audience, I hope you can agree with me, yeah? If I see your phone ringing and I know I can't attend to your call, I'd rather call you back when I can focus on you, innit? But what these man want me to do is pick up and tell them, I can't talk to you right now. I'll call
No,
you
I
back.
don't want. No, I don't want you
Well,
to do
that's
that.
definitely what he wanted me to do.
No.
You know what I mean?
I hate that. Because remember, I used to get onto you before, but bro, you did never pick up your phone, right?
He started picking up his
I
phone.
think I prefer that, bro.
Why?
Because now, like, when my man picks up his phone, I'm like, yes, let me offload, yeah? And then, hold that thought 1 minute. I just got to go into a meeting.
Yeah, this meeting is never ending.
I would rather you not pick up. Because you get, man, that little bit of that excitement. Oh, shit,
But-
answered. Okay, yeah.
But you know
win.
what though?
I
You know
can't
what?
win.
Yeah?
You
can't.
In all honesty though, I think we're taking a mickey, innit?
Come on,
You know why?
thank you.
Because
You are taking a
when I-
mickey.
No,
How
no,
many
we
times
are.
you
We
call
are
him?
because I think
How many times
we're-
you call him?
we're taking-
Accountability.
I don't call him a lot, yeah, but I'm saying because where people are working from home now, we think they are available.
Exactly.
Whereas if he was in the office,
He is available.
You wouldn't be calling me
we
like
know
that.
this is working
doing
hours.
he's doing that thing with the fan. You know where you put the
fan.
hanger on the fan and then attach it to your mouse and put a mouse in there and put a
So you
fan
can
in
look like you're
rotation.
online.
So it look like you're online. That's
and go
what
back to
he's doing,
sleep.
B.
Whatever, man.
That's
Listen,
what
I
he's
stay
doing.
working 9 to 5. These lot got me working, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Got
anyway,
a lot of people to fire.
listen, God forbid. No, I'm here for you, but whenever you need me, man. Holla.
No problem. I will holla.
I'll holla after my
I will
meeting.
holla.
What about you,
Holla,
DT,
holla.
man? How's your week?
But my week has been smooth, man. I think it is what you make it. I just try and get
So
up,
what did
man.
you make it this week?
Exactly. What are you into this week?
Yes. What are you into?
You are never gonna let that go,
We
innit?
can never.
One day we're gonna have Western here, man, so they can sing our
Yeah,
soundtrack.
man, I swear that would be sick.
Into.
So we can let them know we also have someone that's into
I like that new tune that they dropped as well, though.
banger.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Nothing
It's
to shout out
normal.
about.
Nothing. I'm trying to think.
No?
There's nothing crazy happened. No.
You like some lazy.
No, apart from the fact that actually no.
Mm-hmm.
There's one situation, right? I was with a client, but I think the client went inside. I was kind of like evaluating their car, stuff like that, right? And he's gone in the house. So there's another Caucasian, like kind of older man walking by, right? And I feel like this is where I feel like a lot of like older white people.
Why do I know where this is going? I feel like I know where this is
I feel like a lot of older white people, right? They might need to start rephrasing or changing some of the ways they used to talk back in the days, because now it come across mad. So anyways, right? Even though I knew exactly what this man was trying to say, so he stood there for about 5 minutes, just staring and looking at me, right? And looking at what I was doing. And then when he finally gathered the courage, I guess, he's come to me and goes, "Oh, excuse me, what are you, mate?" I looked at him, I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "What are you?" I said to him, I knew exactly what he was saying. Right? He was trying to say, what am I doing? What do I do? Stuff like that. What's going on here? But I thought, let me play dumb. I said,
Black.
I'm black and I'm human.
I knew this was going.
Bro, the look on this guy's face, I swear to you, just his reaction, if the ground can open up here and swallow him,
He would have left.
he would have left. Because he did not know what to do, bro. He was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I meant like,
You thought you were stealing your neighbor's car?
Yeah. Like, I was thinking, what do you think I am? Like, what's that? I just thought that was crazy. But I just said to him, I said, I'm only joking with you, man. He's like, oh my God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
Don't want to be giving him that.
Yeah,
You get charged for manslaughter.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Exactly.
In this day and
I
age.
said to him, I'm joking, man. As I see him start to turn purple and shit, I was like, look, I'm just joking with you, man. I was like, look, I've just told him what I do. Stuff like
So
that.
he genuinely
But
thought you were doing a mad thing to his neighbour's car?
No. He actually wanted to know what I do for a living and stuff like that. So I was actually, me and my
What
church
he's
were talking
into,
for a while.
Oh, what he's
kind of
into.
what
Yeah, he wanted to know what I'm
Okay.
into. Yeah, he wanted to basically know. But yeah,
So he just saw you there,
yeah.
passing by, and just stood and stared.
Yeah, and then he came to ask me, what is it that...
you ask yourself now, if you were my man, would you not question yourself with the way you present yourself?
I was wearing uniform.
If I was him, I would question you. What
I was
are you
wearing
doing?
uniform.
What do you mean uniform with your beard and all this stuff like this?
And your tattoos just everywhere, painted
During
everywhere.
work, you're meant to have a clean
This
shave.
brother is a proper
You're meant to
typical
have a
Uncle
clean
Ruckus,
shave.
fam. You're
Clean
Uncle
shave,
Ruckus,
not
blood.
beard.
This is Uncle
Clean
Ruckus,
shave.
fam.
Oh, you man. That's funny.
But
man.
yeah, I
I'm not gonna
thought
lie.
that's just one of the things that just I can remember in my week. I just thought that's kind of interesting.
I mean, you reminded
The
me
week
of
was
something.
fun.
I think, one day we'll discuss all the racial situations we've been in.
Yeah, a lot.
I think that'll be a funny
Countless.
episode. That'll be a funny episode.
That would be crazy.
We'll talk about
Definitely.
that. But as always, no one asked me how my week's been.
How's your week been? Oh, I'm so... this time we actually forgot.
It happens every episode. This is what, 6th episode now?
No. Usually you don't give us a chance to ask, but this time I say,
I
yeah.
forgot. We forgot. I actually forgot.
See,
Yeah, I forgot
see?
too, but
Let me tell you something. No sooner do I finish asking your question, you should prepare.
Okay, my brother, you know, we love
Beyonce,
you.
how was your week?
Beyonce, how's your week been? I know you've been busy shooting. What's that? Black is King. I know, but we all know how that went. But putting that to the side, how was your week?
How was your week?
Nah, my week was good, you know. Your boy got asked to be in a Treasure Trash / Palmer's UK campaign.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I saw you on that.
modeling now, huh?
Yeah, you know.
That little
Modeling now, huh?
Yeah,
orange.
the orange
Hey.
background,
Modeling now.
come on, like influencer life,
Hey.
securing the bag, the millions.
You still need to take your account off private. Bare people been asking, both you, man. Bare people like,
why are you drawing me out on live television?
No, I'm not. But I'm just saying.
You know what?
We're
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it at the end of the episode.
Please, because
We're
bare
gonna
people
take
just
it off
asking why
private.
these people like things like that, man.
No,
Tonight,
you know what?
tonight,
It's a fair
tonight.
point, but it's just I really am very protective of my
Your space.
my space and my
Same
private
here.
identity.
But now people want to invade that space.
I appreciate that.
They
So,
want to
yeah.
invade that space.
Me and my brother, we're gonna come off private.
We're gonna come off private.
We're gonna come off private.
We'll hold hands and come
so
off private.
them man that want to pre, you can pre.
I don't know about that one there, B. Man said we will hold hands and come off private.
What's up with that? Are we not brothers?
I don't know about all that.
We're brothers, no?
Yeah, I don't know
What
about
we do,
all
we count
that.
down.
I keep you
Yeah,
in.
we're gonna bleep that on that. Yeah, yeah.
Listen,
I don't know
the
about all that.
Ojamadu, what is it?
Ojamadu.
All the ops,
To
all
the
the
left
all,
here.
all the
There's a
pre's,
op
you
on
can
the
pre the
left-hand
thing
side.
if you want. You know what I'm saying? Follow while you're at it. But yes, your boy was in a campaign, Treasure Chest. We will feature them sometime soon. Their hair company, Palmer's. Everyone should know them. They do like the cocoa butter.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, when you're younger, the cocoa butter, you smell fresh.
I know Palmer's.
But I feel like mostly, maybe like a lot of Caribbeans when we were younger, used
Speak to the mic,
wait,
please.
sorry, most of the Caribbeans used to, you know, wear the Palmer's
Bang them
thing.
out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because for us, we could only afford £1 Vaseline from the
Vaseline,
pound
yeah,
shop.
the big tub
yeah,
ones,
the
innit?
big tub one, you know.
Ooh.
But nah, so yeah,
Grease
you
up
got
the
that
old
campaign
shit.
should be out soon. It was good being on set with the girls at Treasure Trust. You know, they looked after me, you know, and then they gave me
So
a
you
little...
got some goodie bags.
Yeah, they gave me a little care
Shout out
pack.
to Lee and them.
You know, so shout them out, Treasure Trust.
Shout out to Lee and them.
Jam, Leah, Can, all them people there. So yeah, my week's been amazing, man. I can get used to this
Can
influencer
goods.
lifestyle. Influencer lifestyle. Like,
Yeah?
You know, as long as the bag follows me where I go.
Yay!
As long as the bag
Get to the
follows me.
bag.
Soon come.
Soon come. Yeah, yeah.
All right, but cool. Lovely
Yeah,
little catch up
that
with you
was
boys.
good then. Okay.
Let's get straight into our Black Business of the Week. You know, every week, you know, we start off with, we want to advertise a Black business. And this week, it's an interesting business.
Who we
Interesting
got?
business.
You know,
Who we got?
Give us a backstory.
Yeah,
to this.
backstory.
Backstory.
Yeah, backstory to this business.
Well, the
right
backstory
here.
of this business is owned by two ladies that are dear friends.
Dear friends.
One in particular, you will recognize her because she is the first lady of Carpool, you know, Lady Eppin.
Yeah.
Epi.
And as you know, Carpool is no longer at the moment. And as part of our divorce settlement, we agreed that we'll plug her business. So
Yeah.
this is the plug. No, but for real, guys, this is a really, really good business. It's LK Financial Accounting. And basically what
They
they
be cooking.
do, mate,
They be cooking over there.
it's great to see people. You know, not everyone's good with numbers. You know, my man here doesn't know algebra, doesn't know what X, how to find X,
Algebra,
how to
which
find
one?
Y.
Don't know to the power of what?
You know, the power.
I don't know.
5 to the power of
Some man don't know their tax
Decimals.
bracket. You know, some man don't know what's tax free, what's not. So
What's not, yeah.
these guys look after everything in terms of
Experts.
like anyone that's self-employed, plumbers, builders, plasterers. I don't know what I see, bookkeeping.
some of
Bookkeeping.
them
They're doing it.
bookkeeping, self-assessment.
They be keeping them
Can you
books.
help me pronounce this one, please?
Statutory
And you know what's
accounts
so mad, yeah?
And project work.
and project work.
You know what's so
consultancy.
mad? I've been trying to get at them like, yo, LK, come on, man. I need you lot to cook some books. But they're not trying to cook no books.
They ain't
So they're
cooking
very
no books.
straight.
They're very straight.
Straight. I've been begging them,
And
cook
proper.
books. I need people that can cook books.
You know what I'm
But they don't
saying?
want to cook. They're straight. So definitely,
You know,
definitely.
no, please. We're gonna put their details
Try
as
them
always
out.
up. LK account, financial accounting, friends of the podcast. We love them. And,
Big
you know,
business.
when we finally get signed one day, because I feel it's
They're
happening.
definitely-
They
Yeah,
will do
100%.
our bookkeeping.
They'll do our bookkeeping.
But I don't know though, guys. They don't like cooking books. You know we're gonna need the people to cook books. I'm joking. But nah, they know their stuff, man.
Yeah, they know their
fully
stuff. So check
stuff.
them out, man. LK Financial Accounting, man. Two ladies that know what they're doing when it comes to anything accounts. All right.
The ladies are taking over, man.
But come on.
How?
You know what to say? As Beyonce, what do I sing? Who run the world?
Girls.
You're so, how could you sing that?
But they do run the world,
No,
though,
they
man.
do.
Let's
They
be
do.
real,
And we
man.
love them.
Come
We
on,
love them.
man.
So yeah, guys, go check them out. Obviously, other things that happened in the week.
Yeah.
Man, we lost our brother, man. You know,
From Wakanda.
we lost our brother from Wakanda. You know, Chadwick Boseman passed away sadly earlier on this week. It was a shock to everybody.
Shot.
I know I was shocked. I think I got the message like 3 a.m. in the morning. Got that little alert from the news saying he passed away of, you know, colon cancer. And mate, I was just sad. And I think, you know, it just adds to the fact that 2020, I don't know what we did to the world.
So-
Hurry up
Yeah,
and
man.
go.
Because it's just been a madness. You know, we've lost Kobe, we've lost Pop Smoke, you know, we've
The
lost,
woo, you know?
yeah,
Representative of Pop Smoke today.
Come on.
The woo.
come on. We lost George Floyd. We lost actually countless number of people to police brutality.
Too much.
It's just been a crazy, crazy year. And I think when it comes to Chad, right, in his death, I don't know, I got a lot of inspiration, you know, in the fact that I think what I read was he managed to record 7 movies.
Whilst being sick.
Since 2016.
Whilst being
when he
sick.
got diagnosed in 2016 to date.
Whilst
How
being
crazy
sick.
that
That's
is.
like when I get ill at work, I take off work. I don't even want to hear about no work. I don't want to talk to nobody. Do you know what I mean? But my man managed to, I think you got to go through chemo and all these other medications and then turn up to a set and you haven't told nobody. So for example, I saw one guy that starred with him in a movie in the Philippines.
That is so crazy because I was about to bring that up. No, but keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to get his name, the actor, but he was on Good Morning Britain, and he was talking about his wife asked him, wow, what was it like working with Chad? Obviously after Black Panther, he became very, very popular, and he was like, working with Chad. I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting, but he was kind of like he looked like the superstardom got to him because he had a
co-star Clark Peters.
Yeah, Clark Peters.
Yeah.
He said
he thought it was like full of himself because he was getting his foot massaged. He was getting a lot. Every time when they do a little scene, they just get his massage, and he felt like, oh, you know what? Like this guy must feel like maybe he said maybe the Black Panther movie is probably good. The success of it got to his head and stuff like that. And then he just felt like, oh, this must be a celebrity, but he didn't actually. And he actually broke down and started crying because, at least for him, he had a platform to be able to come out and, explain and kind of retract some of his thoughts and stuff like that, right? But I feel like with social media, though, going in on him, especially when, remember that picture of him surfaced,
lost mad weight.
A few months back where he lost so much weight and people were just going in on him like, oh, do you know what I mean? And people started judging him and all of this stuff. And then people I don't know, man. But
I just think like you were saying, obviously this guy judging him, not knowing. And to know that people out there judging you, he must have known about the comments. He must have known about all that stuff.
And still be able to keep that in.
But he kept it in. He didn't come at nobody. He still fulfilled his obligations. And I was so inspired. And furthermore, I saw another video of him talking about, it was while they were promoting Black Panther, and he was talking about he was writing to children that were ill with terminal cancer.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how they didn't make it in time. They didn't stay alive to manage to watch the movie, and he was breaking down. I'm like, how did he manage to do this whole press tour knowing he had colon cancer and he had the same thing and could possibly face the same fate? So I don't know. His death has just really inspired me that no matter what you're going through, you have to keep going because the world don't stop. If you go and wallow in your sadness or you go and wallow in your plight, the world is going to keep spinning. Do you know what I mean?
Because all that work that he's done within that short space of time now is actually, I feel like, immortalized him.
Exactly.
Like where I feel like
100%.
that lives on.
The legacy.
That lives on.
The legacy
it doesn't
left
stop.
behind.
Because the impact alone that Black Panther had on just the Black community.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I've
I rewatched it like 3 times since then.
Yeah, I watched it like twice as well.
And I was just looking, this movie was actually crazy, bro. Like, and I feel like at the time, it's sad though, because it seems like it always takes moments like this to make you have to go back. And I feel like now watching, back before when the movies come out, you're watching it, you're just watching it for the action and stuff like that. But then now that this has happened and you go back to watch it, you're paying a lot more attention to details and watching certain body language and stuff like that. And it was a great movie.
Nah, listen, let me tell you something. I am not a fan of superhero movies.
I am.
I used to always judge them that are big.
I'm not at all.
And I'm watching superhero. I'll be like, why are you watching, like, at your big age, you're watching Superman or you're watching Batman. But when Black Panther came out,
it was something different.
I understood the screenplay, the effects, the casting. I was like, I've never met a movie that to me was 10 out of 10. Like I would go to the cinema 3-4 I don't go cinema. Do you know what I mean? We used to go barbershop, Chinese lady would come in and bootleg DVDs. That's where you find me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But since Black Panther, I'd be like, no, I get the cinematic experience. Some movies you need to watch in the cinema. And Black Panther did that. I got my dashiki. Do you know what I mean? We all met up. We all went to the cinema to watch it together. Black Panther touched everybody, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It was more than a movie, though, because I feel like it was a statement, the message, that, whole everything.
You can have because it had a black cast, a black screenwriter, a black director, and it made billions. And, before that, it was unheard of. But, black people can make movies.
We can.
And sell,
Yeah, 100%.
So, like you said, the legacy he's left behind is untouched.
Untouched.
And I don't know, I don't really idolize celebrities. I don't really get inspired by celebrities, but he's really inspired me, man. Especially in the front of just keep going.
Keep going.
No matter what the world throws at you, keep going and don't let people know what you're going through. You know what I mean?
Because I feel like if people knew what this was, I don't think he would have been able to get through the amount of work he's managed to get done. Do you know what I mean? Innit? Because I just feel like a lot of even the people that gives him business, people that gives him work, all of that stuff, is, you know what I mean? People are gonna start, do you think he can do it? Maybe we shouldn't, you know,
maybe we should take it easy.
Maybe you should take it easy. But then look at it.
Do you know what I mean? And he's doing stunts and stuff. If I was his wife, I'd be like, you ain't working. Do you know what I mean? But shout out to her for you know, like supporting him all the way to the very end. Do you know what I mean? Even that interview he gave when he looked sick, as a wife, I would have said, no, allow it. Don't. But he didn't care. He didn't care what people were going to say about him. And he knew that people would talk about it.
And another dope thing was that, you know, apparently, so they secretly got married as well just before he passed.
Oh, that's dope.
So, so that's another dope thing, man. That's really, really dope, man.
But speaking on, you know, the comments that he got, I remember one comedian, I think her name's Jess Hilarious.
Jess Hilarious.
She made a comment about him, you know, and now she's come on backtrack. What do you guys think about that? Do you feel like there is forgiveness in that because she didn't know, or do you think people should just mind their business, like don't judge others?
I didn't catch that one actually. What comment? What was she saying?
I don't want to paraphrase, but I know it was something along the lines of,
let me see if I can.
He looks sick, or is he on crack, or something like that. I'm not sure.
But you know what it is with that situation there, yeah? I can't really, I think it's a forgiving thing because at the end of the day, yeah, when you start doing certain things, you become a public figure. And once you put yourself out there, that's part of what comes with it. Do you know what I'm saying? People are going to judge you. People are going to talk like...
Sorry, there's a fly in the studio. We need to get insecticide.
They're there for the... you're there for the public, basically, innit?
So if you come in here looking all disheveled, people are allowed to comment on our YouTube that Uzoma looks very Uzi-ish.
That's what it is.
He looks very useless.
That's what comes to the public. Do you know what I mean?
No, I hear that.
I'm not saying it's a right thing to do, but I wouldn't look at it too deep. Like, you done something so wrong. Do you know what I mean?
I think maybe the reason why she got so much backlash because she talks a lot about people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And that's why. Because for me, when I saw it, I mean, what was your view? When I saw that interview, I just felt he was getting in character for a role. I didn't think he's on crack on him.
I haven't really followed his journey like that. Too tough to even know or think, he's probably doing a movie. I wasn't even aware of that photo.
Okay.
So literally he passed the other day. I saw it. I'm like, okay.
Makes sense.
I mean, so that's not something I've looked into like that.
But ultimately, I just feel like with so whose phone is that? Yeah.
Nice, cool.
Yeah. I just feel like ultimately with, you know, with people, I guess, of course you can't do nothing but forgive people, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
But I just feel, you know what's sad about this, right? You would think with a situation like this, you would hope and think like social media would sort of take from this kind of situation and, you know, and try to learn from it.
Yeah.
But social media don't, bro, undefeated. It don't break. It don't fold, bro. Sorry, like, bro, it's going to be the same thing. Somebody else turn up tomorrow, another A-list celebrity, whatever, looking weird or looking how they're not supposed to look or whatever it is, people are going to have something to say about it. So that's, and I feel like that's the saddest part about it. But I just, with the social media stuff personally, I've always tried to just keep myself to myself. There's a lot of things I see that I want to really badly make comments about and stuff like that online. But I just kind of pull myself back in like, yo,
you don't know
why am I even putting that kind of energy out there? Even if that person is going through that, or maybe they're, you know, they might be on drugs and they might be going through whatever. That's their own business. My 2 pence in that situation.
It's not going to change anything.
Don't change anything. Exactly.
So what's the point?
So I feel like
for clout.
Exactly,
you know?
my point. So I feel like anytime when I try to put comments out there, I try to make sure something positive.
That's going to help.
Something that's actually going to maybe add or fill somebody to whatever it is they're doing. Because I don't think you adding on to, you know,
whatever they're going through.
Yeah, adversity, whatever, adding your negative thing, whatever it is, never going to help. Unless, obviously, someone's done something that's foul or so, like, you know, like an act. Like when someone actually done something that's foul or whatever it is, I I might add my 2 pence that, about how, especially if I've got to add like a personal experience about it, I might give my 2 pence about it. But I just never understood that when people just go online and start saying, oh, why does this person look like, shaming people and stuff like that.
It's wild, isn't it?
I just never understand it.
I think the internet is a very dangerous place.
Very.
And to be, like Uzoma said, if you're a public figure, you do have to have the tough skin. And I think that probably leads to the reason why myself and maybe Uzoma, I won't speak for him, but we're on private.
Private, yeah.
I, believe it or not, my dear viewers, I used to be very hench, I used to be like, don't do that, because I was hencher than you, bro. And I bench more than you. So what are you saying?
I don't know about that. Wait.
But he's giving man the side eye. Uzoma.
Okay,
pause that right there.
I bench less than 2 of you.
Pause that right there. No. I'm hearing a challenge, bro.
No, okay, yeah.
You might be bigger than me.
In my opinion, challenge.
But you ain't bench more than me.
Okay,
in my opinion, challenge. And I would personally feel good.
Cool. Yeah, he's gonna feel, bro.
But I just don't get why you were side. I was man, not hench.
No, but because the way I was very, very hench.
I did. Did I say very, very, bro? I did not say very.
But listen, we're gonna play this thing back. Okay, you said I was very hench, fam. Like I was thinking, well, you was, you was doing your thing.
All right,
but, you know what?
Let me not toot my own horn. All right,
don't toot it.
Let me not toot my own horn. But I was bigger than this. I was very much into gym.
Yeah. See, that's how you should have said.
Oh,
you know
whatever,
what I mean?
man.
Like, we tried to speak the real over here. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're my boy. I'm gonna check you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
whose man's is this? Honestly,
I don't know whose man's this is.
I'm just saying.
No, but for real, like I was very much into gym, very healthy. I was very like Mr. Social Media, and all of that. And then one big event happened to me.
Yeah.
And then I stopped going gym. I come on social media. I lost bare weight. And yeah, obviously I'm not as famous as Chadwick, so not a lot of people were talking. But the people in my circle, or not even my circle, but people that know me.
They was asking questions.
They were asking questions what's going on with my man? Like he lost a lot of weight and and you're like, I don't need to explain myself to everybody. You know what I mean? I'm going through my personal issues. I don't need to explain myself to everyone. But at the back of your mind, I did want to it does hurt, because you want to give a PSA like, yo, no, I'm not on drugs. No, I'm not on this. Like, no, this hasn't happened. I'm just going through a very big loss at the moment. And
but you would think, which is so mad though, you would think people would come to you and be like, yo, like, especially the ones that do, like, close to you, like, if you like reach out like, yo,
but
is everything all right? Like,
you know what it is, in terms of what he's saying, because obviously I've been in that same exact position, because obviously I looked the same way, and then I went through a mad episode, and
yours
I was
wasn't
like
that
mad.
Listen, I must start checking you niggas. Yeah,
listen. Let me tell you something. But no, I'm not saying one. I'm not saying one.
We need to call HR. We need to call HR.
I'm not saying one, because you got to remember, I've experienced that situation twice.
Come on, man, bro.
Where like I was looking like mad skinny, like my clothes, and like. I remember
mad skinny. You was looking skinny, but not mad.
Let him speak his truth.
Anyways,
what's wrong with you with your fat
Anyways,
self,
and I remember walking into like my local shop.
Man, body shaming, man. Yeah.
Nah, you're coming for mad truth. Like, you know what I mean?
He's on one still.
He's on one today.
No, but he said I was mad skinny. Like,
he's on some promethazine still.
Was he mad skinny? Like,
listen, don't.
Okay, Tupac.
You look a bit funny, yeah. You look like you might be taking some lean.
Looking big, my neck like.
Man said my head looking big.
Anyways, yeah. I remember walking into like one of my like local shops, yeah. Like, and the guy must have looked at me. He's like, "What? Are you sick or what?"
Wait,
that's mad.
See, that's mad. Man.
That's actually mad.
And I left them like, "Whoa, this is." And what does that do? When you go in, like, it makes the whole situation worse. Like, worse. I'm trying to come out of this. Like, people are noticing that, you know what, something is wrong here, and. It was just mad.
Yeah.
It was just mad.
I can understand.
And obviously, I think it's one of those things where it's about not putting what you're going through out there. Because I guess if people know, like, yeah, he's going through something, then they can understand. But when people are not, like, you haven't filled them in terms of what you're going through, and they're looking at it, they're like, nah, like, you're looking mad.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Like, and even this idiot here that's talking as well, this useless guy. I remember him coming to check me, and I was walking around topless, and he's looking at me. He's like, "Bruv, why you look like you're some like my 12-year-old cousin topless?"
These are the kind of friends we have.
And I'm thinking,
we told you.
I'm thinking, yo, like.
Nah, because I got one of them little drillers. You know, I got one of them little driller cousins.
And he's like,
and you know,
why are you looking like
you know how the young drillers look like, man? You know they don't really
skinny,
eat, man. They're
I'm
out there, innit? They're grafting.
They're
out
grafting.
There. So when I see this brother looking the same, like, you know, them man there, like, where they just got bare potholes in their neck, fam. Like, I could sip a straw in there and just start sipping a couple of juice. I'm like, bro,
How you say pothole? Are you alright?
I'm like, bro.
It be your own people. It be your own people.
To you, bro.
You're right. Like, it's a tough situation.
No, but the man,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It was crazy, man.
It wasn't nice. Right. It wasn't nice to see you like that. And by the way, obviously, we're just led into our main topic because everything just aligns, innit? So when it comes to trauma, let's see when you're going through something. Do you believe people around you should know? Should you tell people to avoid people assuming things, or do you think dealing with it within your tight circles is the best way forward? Especially you, like knowing that you
maybe because obviously gone
through what you went through.
Let me hear what you have to say.
If you look back, would you go back and tell us, or would you?
I would, because I think talking is always the best. Yeah, you gotta let out what it is you're thinking. Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta be talking to the right people. At the same time, that's very important, because I can just be talking to you for the sake of talking to you. You know what I'm saying to you? And I feel like one of the maddest things about that situation, of going through the whole like mental state and stuff, is in your mind, when you're going through that situation, you always feel like it's never ever going to end. Do you know what I'm saying to you? But there's people that have been through it that have said they know like everything that starts at some point will come to an end. So like it's about having people around you that sort of like reassure you that, you know what, this thing is gonna come to an end. Yeah. Because the more like people do that, especially, that's what I'm saying, talking to the right people, it gives you hope. It makes you feel like, you know what, this is not going to be forever. You know what I'm saying to you? But when you're talking to people that whilst you're going through that, like, they're making negative comments like, like, you should go to the doctors, like, have you tried taking this medication and that medication and this and that, And like, I'm thinking, I'm not trying to do that.
You're trying to drug me.
You know what I'm saying to you? So I think, one, it's always good to talk about what you're going through, and obviously with the right people. And like, it always comes to an end at some point, innit? You know what I'm saying? And also, I feel like, depending on what you're dealing with and going through as well, like, what I found that I was doing a lot anyways, I was running away from a lot of my problems, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to run away with it rather than diving head in and dealing with that situation and going past that phase. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, that was that. When I started dealing with it, like, head on, I overcome whatever situation I was going through, and I just thought, like, you know what, this is not as bad
as you thought it was.
As I thought. You know what I'm saying to you? So, I think, definitely
what
talk
do you
to
think,
people, but the right people.
I think just one little part there I want to touch on based on what he's saying, before I go into my... But I think, like, very important. I think talking about it, and I think depends what the situation is as well, is very important. But I think talking about it, like what he's saying, like, sometimes if you're going through a situation and you don't talk about it, you can tend to get into that depression mode where you would think what's happening to you is only happening to you.
Yeah.
And you don't, do you know what I mean? Innit? You don't tend to actually understand that, because remember, I don't know what it is. And something about, like, just when you get into a effed up situation, knowing that, let's say somebody that you're close to or whatever is going through that same situation kind of eases the pressure. You know what I mean? It kind of eases the pressure. Like, okay, you know what, this is actually normal. Like, people go through this kind of stuff every day, and it kind of just makes you kind of deal with it.
And I think that's right. Just on that point, it's the fact that, even like prisoners, prisoners that go into prison and they're from opposing ends, as I should say. Opposing ends. They end up being best friends in prison. Why? Because they have a common plight that they're both going through. So that reinforces your point that just knowing that, someone else I know is going through something, it strengthens your cause 100%. And you can get through it.
Yeah, but I just wanted to touch on that. But I think generally, like with me, I'm always trying to in the middle-ish, and I feel like depends what the situation is, depends what you're going through. For example, in Chad's situation, I felt the way he dealt with it was a kingsman's way of dealing with situations like that, I believe. Like, I feel like that's probably the best way to deal with that particular type of situation. But with like the sort of like, you know, the general sort of, you know, traumas and stuff like that you deal with, I definitely do agree with him, like, in terms of Uzi, like, yo, you do obviously need to get these things off your chest, especially like another key thing that he mentioned there is knowing the right people to share your problems with.
That's very important.
It's so important. I don't think people understand that.
So key.
Like, sharing your problems or your issues with the wrong person can quadruple that issue. It can make it worse.
Honestly.
So sometimes it's very important having that trusted, you know, ally there that you can be like, yo, this is what I'm going through, and I can actually, you know, advise. Because sometimes, and I think a lot of people need to understand, I'm not, so if I trust you enough to get stuff off of my chest and tell you I'm going through, it's not for you to be like, I don't want you necessarily all the time to have a solution or give me the solve.
Sometimes you want a soundboard.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to know that I'm not talking to the wall or talking to myself like a crazy person. I just want to know that, okay, there's actually somebody there that I'm talking to that's actually listening.
No, I agree with you, man.
And, you know, so I think it's very important. But yeah.
And I think, like, so for me, you know, I'll share with the viewers, you know, my trauma, you know, and the impacts of social media. So obviously, like, my brother was murdered, you know, in 2018, and it was just a mad time for me, you know what I'm saying? And when I say it just changed my life forever. Like, a lot of people that know me knows that I'm a people's person, you know, I love everybody, everyone loves me, you know, I know a lot of people. But I just became so secluded. Like, I just became, from being an extrovert, I went to being an introvert. Do you know what I mean? Someone that, you know, was very health conscious, take care of their body, whatever, going out, whatever. Now, all that just stopped abruptly. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, my boys and the people around me, they really wanted to support me, but I just felt like I hate being a burden to people. You know, I hate people feeling sorry for me. I'm not really the biggest receiver of sympathy. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, man's good. But then I'll go home and, you know, do whatever I need to do to kind of numb the pain. You know what I'm saying? And it was only until things got really, really bad that my victim support officer was like, you know what? Counselling. You know, I think you need counselling. Refer me to a counsellor, you know, diagnosed with depression and all that stuff. And I started talking to a counsellor, and then she referred me to a support group, you know. And this is something, first of all, counselling is something I never believed in before. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it.
The way I was raised in an African household, you know, they were like, depression doesn't exist. You know, just if you want depression, come lie down. I'll show you depression. Like, I'll give you a reason to be depressed. You know, when I say lie down, I mean for beatings, not for anything else.
It's very important.
You know, very important. I said that. For beatings. Yes. So depression didn't exist, and even just being a man, do you know what I mean? Especially like a black man, like you're not allowed to show weakness. You know, you're not allowed to show you're upset. I'm not allowed to cry. You know what I mean? When I went to visit my brother, because I had to go and identify his body along with my family, it was mad seeing him there, but I couldn't cry. Because in the back of my head, I was like, you're not allowed to cry, so do not cry. I see all my sisters get crying, I wasn't allowed to cry. So that's how much I followed the you know, the status quo that, you know, this is how a black man's supposed to behave. So when this person was telling me counselling, I was like, nah. But then I actually got to that point where it was like, yo, I actually don't know what's going to happen. So I go counselling, then they refer me to a support group. And in that support group, there's other people who've lost loved ones to knife crime or whatever. And I thought, I'm not going to go. So I missed the first one because I was like, I don't want to go in a circle of people and start wallowing. You know what I mean? It's not going to do anything to bring my brother back. Then people telling me just go to the next one. So I went to the next one, and bro, it changed my life, honestly. Because I'll never forget it. Yeah. So obviously you sit in a circle and everyone talks about what happened with their loved one and where they're at with the justice system. And there was this one lady, I can't remember her name, I can't remember her son's name, but I'm sure I could find it. But she came over from France by herself with her son. They got no family here. Her son must have gone out, got stabbed, died. And she had to go and identify the body by herself. She had to go to court by herself. She said she lives in the house. She doesn't have TV. She doesn't have nothing. And for me, I was like, I've got all these people, all these family, all these friends that I'm not even utilizing. But this person has no one, and she's still strong enough to wake up every morning. Shit. And that was her only child. And even as I say it right now, it gives me shivers. Do you know what I mean? But like you were saying, having the right people to talk to and knowing that you're not the only one, it really does help. Do you know what I mean? And it really, really helped me, because that day, like, I don't even cry, but I shed a tear listening to her story, because I was like, how are you so strong when you're by yourself? Do you know what I mean? All she's got for support are the police and the social workers and whatever. Do you know what I mean?
They're just doing job. They're just doing their job.
I mean, they're just doing, at the end of the day, once her time is up and
move on to the next
they move on to the next one. So I definitely can relate that it's so key who you share your
very important
your story to, but also get the help that you need. Do you know what I mean? Don't ever feel like you're by yourself. You know, don't buy into social media, the status quo that, you know, men are, or women, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'm a man, so I'm going to speak from a man's perspective, but even if you're a woman, like, don't be afraid to ask for help, because as always, do you want to go? I was about to dash some statistics at them, you know, because I missed the statistics, you know.
So, do you want to dash that before I top what you just said, yeah?
Let's hear the stats.
Yeah, let's hear the stats. Okay, so this is Office of National Statistics stats, yeah? That last year there was 6,500 suicides in the UK.
Jesus.
75% male, 25% female, which results in 4,900 male suicides and 1,600 female suicides. All right? So that means 13 males commit suicide in the UK every day, and it's the biggest killer of males under 40. So that's not knife crime, not gang
mental
violence, not cancer, not diabetes. Suicide. Mental health is the biggest killer of under 40s in the UK. Do you know what I mean?
Nuts.
And I believe that's all around.
And that goes back to that, you know what I mean? That kind of ties into that depression sort of thing, which I feel like people have to understand how important this is. Sharing, like, letting it off your chest. Because the sooner you know that you're not alone. One thing I just have to point out, because I'll let you go in a second. One thing I just have to point out, one thing that's always kept me going is always saying to myself, no matter how bad and deep the situation is, I've always just said to myself, guess what? There's definitely somebody out there going through worse.
Yeah.
There's somebody, it could be worse. There's somebody definitely going through worse. Like, just as an example, right? What you just said right now, the story, this situation you just gave us right now. Like, you hearing that lady's situation would have made you feel like, even though your situation was bad, and don't get me wrong, nobody don't wish that on nobody, but it would have made you feel like, whoa, if she can still manage to find strength somewhere and carry on, do you know what I mean? Like, I need to start pulling myself out of this deep hole. You know what I mean, innit? And I feel like it's important, because when you don't know, when you feel like it's just you, it's happening to you, and it's just yourself, there's no support there's no one there for you, the next thing you're gonna, you know what I mean, you're gonna start getting suicidal thoughts. But sorry, Uzi.
You know what it is, yeah? Obviously, to top what you lot were saying, yeah? Obviously, as someone that's experienced that whole thing, yeah, I can tell you, like, it's a mad thing. And in terms of what you were saying, in terms of, like, seeking the help you need, yeah? Because I won't lie to you, when I was going through, like, I think round about when this thing just sort of started, like, first week, I remember I went to sleep and I woke up in shock. And then when I woke up in shock, yeah, I went out and, like, came back in, I couldn't sleep.
What thing started, sorry?
Like, no, I went to sleep.
Anxiety.
Like,
as in your anxiety? Okay.
I feel like anxiety is something I've always had, yeah? But I didn't know that's what I had. But obviously, when I think about it now, all these things is related to things that have happened in my life in the past that I ain't dealt with, yeah? I'll give you an example. One of them was obviously when my mum passed as well, yeah? Because obviously that was back home, straight off, like, headache, she was gone. So I feel like at that point when that happened, for me, it was a thing where, like, yeah, like, you're strong is mine, or you've been through worse, yeah? So rather than actually taking time out, to deal with the situation that's just happened, I was just more, you know what, I got to get this money, give my mum the best funeral, whatever, and that's it. But later on, that came, do you know what I'm saying? So I woke up, I don't know, it was weird, I just felt like this tightness, like that shock, headache, whatever, and I just got up here, and after I was like, whoa, It's the same thing that happened to my mom about to happen to me again. Do you know what I mean? What if there's like underlying issues in my family that no one knows about? Like, from then I couldn't sleep again. So this is what I'm saying in terms of, okay, getting the help you need, yeah? The first thing I thought, you know what, let me go to my GP. Literally within the first week, they was offering man antidepressant.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying to you? So now,
100%.
at that point, remember, some people would have taken that. Yeah, but I always knew, no, you're not taking this. You're not taking this, yeah? And I said, he's like, yeah. So he's giving me, you know, they give you your prescription, whatever, go to the shop and buy it. And I think I remember speaking to someone that said, nah, don't take that. Don't take that. And I said, I went home. I didn't buy the medication. Yeah. Literally, yeah? But remember, I was going through a madness because I could not sleep for, I would say, 3 months straight. I'm sleeping like 1 hour. Yeah, like waking up literally at bed, I'm going late at night downstairs, I'm back in raw, like alcohol shots just to try sleep. I tried everything, CBD oil, I tried anything you can think of, bro. Like the noise thing to sleep, it was not working, bro, because obviously my brain shut down. It's not trying to sleep. Yeah. It's scared.
Insomnia, basically.
Yeah. So I was like,
the maddest thing is, he's saying all of this now, which obviously now is a serious situation. But I remember we weren't taking it serious, bruv. Right?
Yeah. Well, I was personally.
Yeah, because you experienced the same thing.
Yeah.
No, but when he was always saying it to me, right? But I guess with his situation was more of like, I think, like, articulating himself in terms of like, yo, this is what's going on, right? Because most of the times, he would vent out when, let's say, for example, we went to play football. That's when he would be like, oh, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And I was like, bro, come on, man, you're getting old, B. Like, you know what I mean? Man wasn't really connecting the dot. Like, and I feel like even you yourself, I'm sure you can admit to like, it took you a while as well to come to that realization that, yo, this is actually what's happening to me.
Yeah. It took a while.
Before, you was putting it bed down to different stuff. Oh, it's my eyesight. Oh, it's my back.
But you know what's
it's my neck. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that.
My neck. My back.
And because of that, bro. And because of that, I was just like, bro, come on, man. Relax. Go and stretch, my guy.
You know what it is, yeah?
Go do deadlifts.
You know what it is, yeah? Like, when I went through that thing, yeah, I realized, like, how, like, prior to that, yeah, I always said to myself, why would somebody kill themselves? I used to think like that. But when I experienced this film, like, nah, bruv. This same treatment to go through this every single day, yeah, you might as well be dead. You know what I mean?
Telling you.
But because I had so much strong people around me, yeah, literally, like, your mind is so powerful where, like, whatever you're thinking starts to manifest. I'm like, yeah, like, all of a sudden, like, it's like, yeah, today is my eyes, that's cool. Bro, the same glasses they recommend. I wore that for like 6 months.
Come on.
My eyes is normal.
My head is 20/20 vision.
Vision. 20/50 vision.
At one point,
you know what I'm saying?
At one point,
HD.
Bro,
Scully, at one point, this brother was walking around with the heart monitor thing.
For the pacemaker.
Listen, they check blood pressure. Bro, and you know what's so mad?
They told me to take this thing home and sleep at night.
Listen,
so they can monitor my heart rate.
Yeah? It was so bad, yeah. When I say, literally, I was going to hospital every 2-3 days.
But
I'm going back to the doctor.
Bro.
I said, doctor, something is wrong. They check your eye, everything. Say, Mr. Emmanuel, there's nothing wrong with you, son. Nothing wrong.
Let me tell you. One time, this guy called me, fam. This guy called me. One time, this guy called me. He's like, yo, he's like, fam, I just come back from the hospital now. They done my blood pressure. Yeah. They said my blood pressure high. He's like, I'm like, swear. I'm like, bro, this is mad. This guy started to feel like, like they said I got a blood pressure. I'm like, fam, talk to me. What was when you was going to the hospital, how did you go about doing it? Then I clocked. This brother was running late, got off the thing and started running, and ran into his appointment. Of course, your shit's going to be high blood. So I said to him like, bro, they gave me this thing to monitor my shit when I'm sleeping. Man, walking around like,
my guy, you suffered.
No. Listen, when I say I suffered, the thoughts, and this is what I'm saying to you, you see the whole depression, some of the anxiety, it's a negative thought.
Yeah,
one,
of course.
Two, it comes from like one, things that have happened in your life that you ain't dealt with. And also, like, it's that thing of always trying to be in control. Like, that's a big part. Because
always trying to be what?
Being in control.
In control.
In control, yeah. And I feel like I had that, I got that problem is that I want to control everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, like, bro.
I don't think you've learned from that though. I feel like you're still like that.
No.
You're still trying to control everything.
But what I'm saying to you, I may still be like that, but in terms of when it's certain situations, yeah, because you got to remember, yeah, I was also scared of dying. That was one of it.
That's mad.
So that's also trying to be in control, yeah. So I'm scared of someone telling me, yo, you got this illness, like you're going to die in like 2 weeks. But how I see it now is, yeah, and this is how I look at it, at the end of the day, if I was to die right now, yeah, the people that are going to be sad are people I leave behind, not me. I'm gone.
You're gone. Bye-bye.
I'm gone.
Yes.
It'll be you lot crying. You'll be on your head. Say, Moxie. But I'll be calm. You understand? And that's how I look at it. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day,
I pay for
if
this.
someone tells me I got illness, whatever,
I can cry.
I can't. I'm saying to you, I can't control that. So I'm just going to live my best life. And whatever happens, happens.
So
I have to learn that.
What I've learned is you're definitely a hypochondriac. You know,
yeah. That's what they said. Whatever. They gave me all sort of anxiety. Bro, when I say, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah? My one got so bad. Yeah, literally, I was pissing every 5 minutes. And I was like, nah, this is not normal. Doctor, something blood out there.
By the time you're drinking my water.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't that. But when they gave me, there was a book, yeah. The woman gave me, and I feel like everybody needs to understand, like, your body constantly goes through changes, yeah. And I went through the book, yeah, and it shows you like different, different, what's that thing? Reactions to anxiety and depression and that. Pissing a lot is one of them.
Yeah.
A lot. I
remember you piss yourself.
Yeah.
Because they mean, because you're scared
I was at work with one of my colleagues, and he's like, my guy, what's wrong? You're not drinking and you're pissing. Like, what's wrong with you? I remember, I pick up that guy and said, bro, I was confused.
I hope you're on pissing blood, you know.
No. That one, there's problem. But yeah.
Okay.
I now realize, like, now that obviously I've overcome those things, I don't really be getting that like that.
So,
you know what I mean?
What I want to see now, obviously, we spoke a bit about our traumas and the stuff we've been through.
Yeah.
Clearly, designated driver just drives.
He's a tough man.
There's no problems.
Action
he's
man.
Life, you know. He only speaks on other people's problems, but
Action
it's okay.
man.
But it's okay.
Action man.
So my question is this, yeah. And again, we might speak more on our stuff, but now that we're gonna become public figure. You know, on Instagram, we're gonna change our thing to public figure.
Public figure. Yeah. Which one? What is the difference between public figure and influencer?
I don't know.
What's different? What's the difference?
We'll find out.
Okay, we'll find out. Google it.
How will you deal with your trauma, knowing because you have obligations to this podcast? Even if you're pissing blood, you must still turn up to work.
Oh, say who?
Says HR. Management.
Yeah. I just bandage it and come on.
There you go.
So obviously, Chadwick being our blueprint. How will you deal with trauma going forward, knowing that you have obligations? Like, will it be a thing of, okay,
if you went through something,
I'm not recording today. Will it be a thing of, let's say you have got a bit skinny, will you still make the post that you got to make to promote?
Of course.
Like how will you deal with comments if you get trolls? You know they're called trolls.
You are strong as you make yourself. You know what I'm saying to you? At the end of the day, like, you see when you go through stuff, like, your mind is constantly telling you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you choose to listen to. You keep going to the end, innit?
So how will you deal with the trolls?
I'll go to the end.
If you post, you know, and they notice your beard's a bit.
It's a bit, yeah.
It's dropping.
That's the thing, though.
Your hairline's a bit.
I've never been.
Yeah, how will you deal with trolls?
The problem with me, I've never been like into a lot of the stuff like personally. I'm talking about like into the social media and all that stuff.
But you have to, now we're, you know, on this podcast. Your boy's getting.
You've not become public figure if you don't know.
I know.
Your boy's getting bookings.
You're public figure.
I'll bring you guys, my backup dancers, to the bookings.
Backup dancers. I don't know about that. Score comparators. But
for real, how would you deal with trolls in the comments? You know, on
to be honest
media?
with you, bro, listen, you see with me, I'm all in here, innit? And I think with myself, I don't know, the way I've kind of programmed my mind, you have to be someone that's actually close to me, like one of you guys, to say something to actually get to me.
I preach that.
I'm one of those kind of people, I've kind of programmed my mind that way because I'm like, you don't know me. So whatever you're saying, have fun with it.
Okay.
But if it was one of you guys that said something mad about me
in the comments,
that's different because I actually know you know me and whatever it is, and that can hit a bit different. So I kind of like learned to kind of like, you know what I mean? I've kind of been programming myself
because,
and I think it's like I think it probably just kind of like my upbringing, the way I kind of grew up. I've kind of like grew up with this sort of like tough skin and sort of like I don't let a lot of stuff bother me, man. I only just kind of try to care and focus more about the people around me, but. Yeah, and obviously I carry myself with good heart and all of that stuff, but I try to mainly focus on the people around me, man. Because
that's important. I think because no one's going to ask me the questions, so I'll just flip and answer it. How I would deal with trolls.
Beyonce.
You're the employer, we're the employee. So you tell us what to do. We don't question you. We're the employees.
This guy. No, but for real, I think so. Social media and mental health. I think the older that I get, I think I was probably like 27, 28 when I first realized that, you know what? Britney Spears, I feel sorry for you, man. I get it now. Like, it's when I really understood her breakdown. For many years,
but imagine her breakdown was in 2019, 2020.
True.
Imagine how many years she's had that going on.
I think it would have finished her.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
It's true. But
she might have been a bit lucky when that breakdown was.
Because her breakdown was back then when there was no social media.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
it was just social media was kind of starting to, yeah.
But don't you feel like you understand it more? Because now I get it. Because when I was going through my situation, I honestly did not see the light at the end of the tunnel. I did not see the light. And then imagine, right?
It's forever, innit?
So, yeah, exactly. And again, remember, I was talking to you guys about the masculine gold standard that men need to aspire to. And especially for me, growing up in an African household, you know, I can't talk to my dad about stuff because he'll start telling me he was in the army and he was in the war and they locked him up in prison. Let me tell you that. My dad even once told me that for 7 days he had to drink his own piss because they weren't feeding him he was a prisoner of war, you know. And now you're going to bring to him that, you know, Daddy, my head is, what is it? My eyes 20/20.
My eyes
it's not 20/20 vision, it's 10/10 vision.
Yeah,
10/10 vision. He'll tell you, do you know what a bit? So it's like, growing up, it's like, I couldn't talk to anybody about
because it's almost like the parents are always comparing their struggles with yours.
To your struggles. So seeing that, and then also seeing the fact that, imagine, obviously I spoke about my journey. I went to the council, I went to whatever. I was just about to be okay. And then we go to court and we find out that my man that's accused of murdering my bro is now bust case. Do you know what I mean? That means he's been found not guilty. So I now almost have, what's it called? A relapse.
Relapse.
Do you know what I mean? And now it's like I'm going back into that hole that I'm going to. And then I'm like, yo, how the flip did Britney Spears get through this shit? I don't even know what she was going through when she had a mental breakdown. But I was like, I do not see a light at the end of this tunnel. It's like, God, I am trying. But it's like, I keep being tested. You understand what I'm saying? But again, what got me through, was thinking about that lady and thinking about what she went through and thinking about, do you know what? The fact she got as far as she did, you know, because I didn't get to see her again, I'm going to try to keep going. Do you know what I mean? And then I started thinking about many other people that have lost loved ones, do you know what I mean? And not gotten justice. You know, people in America that are going through police brutality and the officers get found not guilty. Do you know what I mean? Rodney King. I don't know why I keep thinking about Rodney King all the time. You know, the guy that got beaten up by the police on camera.
On camera.
My brother, on camera. And they got found not guilty.
They just paid, that's it.
You know what I mean? So I think when it comes to social media, now that I'm, you know, going to become a public figure, I'm just going to be like my brother here. You're not going to be able to get to me unless you're close in my circle. You control, you can say whatever you want to say, you can have your opinions, but I think the way you deal with social media and your mental health and, you know, being so, you know, exposed and, you know, reachable is just remember to be true to yourself in it and know the people that actually matter. Because no opinions matter. What do the people them say? They say, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter.
You always try to do this.
And you know I always bring a little saying.
Every time
I like to empower people, man. I like to educate.
No, so, I got something to add to that though, But because obviously I did a bit of research, a bit of reading, and just kind of looking into this social media stuff in comparison. I mean, like this sort of what's the word? You know, like the effects, there you go, of social media on depression and stuff like that, right? And it's huge, bro. It's a lot because people, and I feel like this is where my advice personally to people out there, listeners, everyone on social media, the young ones especially,
especially the young ones,
especially the young one, with the impressionable minds and stuff like that. Like, listen, we need to stop using social media as a measuring tool. Yeah,
because all perception.
No, bro, it's all
perception.
fake. It's fake.
Come on.
The man is fake. Everybody says, especially the older lot that are clued up and everything, they say this a lot. It is all fake. It's a facade. It's not real.
Big facade.
It's not real. And then I feel like what tends to happen is, people are living, sleeping, waking up with social media, bro. Wake up first with social media, and then it's like you go on there, you're already like someone maybe like things are not going the best for you in life already. You now go on social media to add on top of that.
Do you know what I mean?
You're now looking like this person.
You see Pastor
Fendi, head to toe.
So you also want to go and buy Fendi.
They want to do Gucci head to toe. They want to do this head to toe, and then you start to measure this to your life. You start to, and I think I saw a quote, on shout out Lil Duval, I saw on his thing, and it says, social media would have you thinking you failed in life at the age of 30.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
That just hit me
my
different.
current
I was
age.
like, whoa.
That just hit me.
That's my current age.
You know what I
Because,
mean?
and you know what's so mad? And when I saw that quote, and just put me back I just started to think back when I was in secondary school, right? And you used to see like people driving the big cars and all of that stuff. And back in those days, you used to see that these were the older people.
Bro.
And then you think like, when I grow up.
You know how bad I wanted a Ford Fiesta?
Right.
When I was
in school. I'm saying to you now. And then you're like, I'm always saying to especially like, I'm talking about like the big Rolls Royces and stuff. I was like, bro, when I grow up, I'm going to work hard so I can yeah? And then you used to always think, okay, I need to work hard at this. I need to do this so I can get there. And But now it's more of like, I want that Rolls Royce now.
I call them the microwave generation.
Do you know what I mean?
They want everything ping
now. And it's like, I'm going to go and do whatever it is I have to do.
And that's why they be sleeping OT and,
Do you know what I'm talking about? You got them, and then you got the women as well going through their situation, trying to be, the BBLs and whatever it is, OnlyFans and all of that stuff, yeah? Like,
let's not talk. If I speak, I'll be in big trouble.
Please, don't get us cancelled yet.
Let me know, I don't want to get cancelled.
But essentially, I want people to understand real success. Listen to me. Real success takes time, hard work. Look, you can go and talk to any successful people. I'm talking about that's got longevity in success. I'm not talking about someone that just made noise this year and the next year they're gone. People that have actually, they've been doing this for the last decade or so.
And sustained their success.
And sustained, thank you very much. That's the word I was looking for. They will tell you the same thing. Real success takes time, hard graft, sleepless night, all of that stuff. Putting your work, your sweat, blood, sweat, and tears, everything into what you're trying to do. So you guys need to understand. Stop comparing social media lifestyle to your life.
Real life. And just to add to his point,
live your real stuff, man. Be your real self, man.
I know we've been speaking about Chadwick a lot, but for me, he's touched me a lot. Looking into his legacy and everything he's left behind. He was a public figure, and especially doing that interview he did, looking the way he did not business about what comments were made about him. He didn't care about what people were going to say about him. And that, to me, that's an ode to the fact that people nowadays care more about the opinions of social media than they do their own family and friends.
But you're right. People are getting, what's that for? Public opinion. People are getting prosecuted by just public opinion, bro. For example, like a situation can come out, like a rape allegation or whatever, it comes out online.
Oh, yeah.
He's been found guilty already. It's done. People have already said, he did it.
The court of public opinion, right?
There you go. That's
you know what? Even touching on that, again, in terms of social media, God rest his soul, I can't remember the guy's name, but there's a guy that committed suicide because he was accused of rape, I think it was, via Twitter. And I think it was a time when that list was going around. There was a lot of people on there.
Serious?
And do you know what? That's the thing. This is the flip side of it now. Like, you're out there, making these allegations. Twitter is not the police. Do you know what I mean?
No.
If you're going to accuse someone of something like that, just go to the feds. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you to put that out on
do it the proper way.
Putting that on Twitter with there's no proof, there's no nothing. It's just out there. And then someone's going to kill themselves. Do you know what I mean?
And the problem is that I feel like a lot of people don't, even to an extent, especially all these robots and whatever it is that might be, they don't understand their impact. Like, if you actually think about it this way, your comment participates on somebody, people coming.
How do you sleep at night?
What was those stats of the suicide rate you're talking about?
75% males.
Think about potentially your comment participated in that.
Yeah, potentially.
In killing somebody. And everybody tried to walk around like, I'm a saint, I got to my job.
You got blood on your hand.
You got blood on your hand because all those comments you're making behind wherever you're making.
And that's the thing, these trolls.
People just got to be
mindful, be mindful, responsible and empathetic. I think, do you know what I mean? The way I see it is like, if someone's done something wrong, then they've done something wrong. And I'm all here for warning everyone, warning the masses. But sometimes it has to come, if you're going to do it on a public platform, it just has to come with evidence so people know that, okay, what you're saying is
coming from a real place.
And don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I don't believe women or I don't, I'm trying to question women. I'm just saying that it's a very, very fine line. Do you know what I mean? It's a very, very fine line because on one side, we're telling people try to not listen to the opinion of others. But on the other side, I'm saying just be mindful of the opinions you do give about others because there's some people that are not strong enough to take that kind of judgment in a public place. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't even have to pertain to lists. I know kids get bullied on social media.
100%
you know what I mean? Like I've seen it.
And on social
in school,
media, bro.
Social media because you ain't got kickers or you ain't got Jordans or you got Wallabies.
I got bullied. I got bullied.
Come off it.
You didn't really get bullied
Come
like
off
that.
it, mate. You just got made fun of.
But I see what you mean.
Why? Because I was fighting my way through.
Yeah.
I see what you
but
mean.
I'm still getting bullied.
So you became the bully.
It's a form of bully.
Yeah,
bullying. It was a form of bullying.
Or are you a bedroom bully?
No, I was getting bullied.
But you know what's so mad, yeah? I just gotta say, look, listen, we gotta thank our lucky stars we're not growing up in this era because the kids that are growing up in this era are the ones that I really, really feel sorry for. And I feel like, and that's what this is really aimed at. It's aimed at everybody, but the kids that are growing up because, bro, growing up in this era right here is crazy.
It's a very, very mad time.
Everything, not only are you going to... Remember, listen, our time, you might go through one or two bullies in school, but you go home, that's the end of it for that day.
Exactly, but now
this one,
it'll be recorded.
It's 24-hour bullying now.
Bro, it'll be recorded. It will be sent everyone.
This is bullying that don't sleep.
This
is 24-hour bullying.
Put on the blogs.
You know what I mean? So...
It's
and
mad.
I feel like, well, listen, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know why people, what kind of kick do people get out of doing stuff like this? I don't get it.
Bro, most times, I'm not a sociologist. Psychologist? Sociologist? Maybe they're both correct. Maybe. I don't know. Correct me in the comments.
Let's join them.
But those people that bully, it's most times they're not happy within themselves. So they're projecting their own failures on you. You know what I mean? Because if you're doing well in life and you're happy, what time will you have to now come and put someone else down?
Yeah, true.
But when you're out there and, you feel like you failed in life, then of course you want, what do they say? Misery needs company,
Oh, so, you got this one on point.
I got this one on point. Come on. So say, come and join me in my misery. You know what I mean? And that's why they bully. But what I say is, mental health is very key. And I think we should just be mindful of the fact that if you are on social media, try to be strong, try to be resilient, to know that people are always going to have opinions. But the only opinions that should matter to you are those of the people in your circle. Yeah. And on the flip side, be mindful of the comments you make about people. If you see someone looking a bit different, just mind your own, man. You know what I mean?
Face your front.
Face your front. Have you got a Igbo saying for me? No?
That one I don't know today. I have to think about it.
I can give you a Yoruba one.
Okay, give me a Yoruba saying. I always got
Boy, what you wear?
Boy, what you wear?
Boy, what you wear?
Boy, what you wear?
Yeah, that means look at your front.
Look at your front. Boy, what you wear?
Nah, I don't know about that one. The last one you just did.
Boy, what you wear?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That's lovely.
Chineke. Sorry,
I don't know. That's Igbo.
Sorry, I thought I'd just add that.
But yeah.
Guys, I feel like it was a very deep episode, but
it was a very sad one. But before my last take on this one, I just feel like everybody, please look around yourself and try and surround yourself, especially in this 2020, right? This year, I feel like with the pandemic and everything, is giving everybody that space. Like with the pandemic, I think with the corona and stuff like that is good and bad. Rest in peace to all those people that have lost their lives due to COVID and stuff like that. Rest in peace to them. I also feel like this gave the world the opportunity to kind of pause and reflect. And also a lot of the situation that's happened, especially with the injustice with black people and the police brutality, etc., is kind of giving everybody that, look,
food for thought.
This is actually happening. I'm talking about it with the George Floyd stuff and got the first in the world, the biggest rally you can ever think of, right? But also, I feel like so many people we've also, especially in the black community, it's been so heavy. We've lost so many of our celebrities, so many of our idols and people that we look up to this year as well. Where I feel like, look, everybody this year, man, if you got loved ones out there, maybe you've been lost touch, you've not been in contact with for a while, reach out to people, man. Check up on everyone. Make sure everyone's all right while they're still here. Spend time with people, all these other stuff.
Give people their flowers, man.
They're all distractions, all these other things that you're chasing, all of that. It's all distractions. They're going to come and go. But guess what? the people, your loved ones, all of that. Take your time out, man. Even just drop even a little message just saying hello. You know what I mean? How have you been? Like, you know what I mean? Give people, like he's saying, give people their flowers while they're here.
Come on.
And, you know, yeah, just surround yourself and just all love, man. Just be love. It doesn't actually cost anything or do nothing just to put out love into the universe. You know what I mean?
Soft today.
I'm not being, you know what I mean?
It's different. It's a different side. Yeah,
I know. But listen, this is how I carry myself. Though that's the thing. I might be but the people that really know me that know that this is how I carry myself.
Remember in our first episode, it was like, if there's people, I back it, and I was like, love everybody.
Carry yourself.
You know what I mean? First episode, there's people, I back it.
You know, I'm a Virgo, innit? You know what I'm saying? My birthday's coming up soon. But you know, with me, yeah, I'm a ride or die. Like, if I got my people here, I ride and die for my people, and I show love to my people. And that's me personally. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it for me, for myself.
Uzoma?
Final word? Just speak when you're going through stuff, but
come on.
To the right
speak
people,
out,
man. Yeah. And always try to deal with your problems, man. Don't run away from it, man. Dive head in. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
So, Carly, what are you saying?
My final
I
words.
remember that.
A wise man. How do you say? A wise man won't say it.
A wise man won't say it.
Better to have it and not to need it. Than to need it and not have it. Yeah,
you know?
Shout out Paul for that one.
My final word would be, I think, like you said, COVID, lockdown, everything's given us a lot of time for reflection. I just want to ask people, what legacy are you leaving behind? Do you know what I mean? If you die today, that. God forbid, what will people say about you? Do you know what I mean? Will they say, oh, my man was a driller? You know, my man, he was out here. Do you know what I mean?
Wait.
Do you know what I mean? He was making money. He was getting a bag. Will they say, oh, she was just there, you know, influencing Fashion Nova? Like, what will people say about your legacy? Because when I look at Chad and I see, what did he get the most? He got the most liked tweets. The most liked tweets.
Everything ever.
You know what I mean? In the world of Michael Jackson died, Whitney Houston died, we got Kylie Jenner, we got all these people that you'd think would draw that attention.
No. With Michael, it was different. I remember where I was.
Okay, guys, calm down. It's not another topic.
I wasn't going on screen when Michael died.
Let me just give you an example. I know, but let me just give you. I'm sorry. Let me just give you an example. Listen, I was in bed, bro. When Michael died, I was watching BBC News, blood. Yeah, this guy was talking about next thing. I have never in my life see these lot stop what they were reporting on and said, "Oh, we just got coming in. The pop star Michael Jackson just passed." Listen, they paused what they were doing.
Okay, guys,
I'm sorry.
Back to the matter. The point I'm trying to make is looking at Chadwick here. He's not the most popular celebrity on earth. You can think of more popular celebrities, but because of the legacy and the life he lived and the legend that he was, this is the reason why forever be remembered. Even when there's people that will be forgotten, he will forever be remembered. So 100%. I'm asking you, what legacy are you going to leave behind when you pass away?
Don't be remembered for your hairstyle and your shape up.
Come on.
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying.
You want to be remembered for something, not just your hairline.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
And I love the Lewis Hamilton's tribute as well. Aubameyang's one as well. Banging, rating.
So guys, that's my final word.
It, man.
You know, thank you for tuning into this episode. It's been a somber one, but I've enjoyed being open with you guys about.
It was necessary. It was very important.
Everything we've been through. Hit us up if you need. You want to talk about any advice or about how to deal with mental health issues. Stuff like that. Especially this guy, being that he doesn't go through nothing. So I'm sure he can help.
Listen, I go through a lot, but for me, I feel like there's a topic, we need an episode dedicated to
designated driver.
Yeah, okay. No, wait. I said for everybody. Even with your real talk though, even with your situation as well, Uzi, like I feel like we need to kind of go into this in depth because I feel like we didn't really touch it. Obviously,
I think if you want to talk about my situation, I'll have to sit there. I have to sit on so I can be interviewed.
No, definitely. No, definitely. I'm being serious, like, because we would need to obviously share these things because it's definitely something that I feel like a lot of people can pull from you guys. No,
I'm happy to talk about. I think where I'm at in my life, I want to help people anywhere I can.
100%, yeah.
Normally, I wouldn't be open to speaking about my private matters, but I'm open to it.
That's why we started this.
Let's do it. So, yeah, for our audio listeners, I sit in the middle because I'm the Beyonce of the group. So that's what I was saying. I
always sit on the right hand.
He's my right hand.
Right. I sit to his right. And
guys, this is unfairism. This is unfairism.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. So, guys, I appreciate you guys listening in. Please, as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click like.
We also need you guys. So we need you guys to listen to our audio as well. Everybody just be rushing to the YouTube stuff.
I prefer YouTube, but I know he prefers the audio because he's sound engineer.
I need you guys on that Spotify.
He feels like his work is not being valued.
Listen, we're trying to listen. Joe Budden has left Spotify. We're trying to fill the gap. So
I know if I'm trying to fill that gap. I'm with Joe in this battle. I'm just letting you lot know that.
Guys, listen, we're on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple. In my opinion,
if you don't like Spotify, you can go Apple. You can go SoundCloud, please.
In my opinion, all one word. Then podcast, and then on YouTube, In My Opinion Podcast will come up. Please like, share, subscribe, follow us on Insta, In My Opinion Podcast UK, Twitter, IMO Pod UK, Facebook, In My Opinion Podcast UK. Let us know what you think of the episode in the comments. And as always, we've been your hosts. We're out.
Out.
Peace.